Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Ranti Komalasari. I'm a student in English Department Universitas Kuningan. Okay, here I will presenting the review of international journal article. Okay, next I will explain about journal identity. The title of the journal identity is Learning Strategies that Forecast Success in Conquering English Language Learning Anxiety. The journal was published by International Journal of Research in Education, Volume 2, Number 1 on January 2022, page 60 until 72. Next is author identity. The name of author is Crystal Erica, Mary Jane, May Angelica, and May J. from Mariano Marcos State University, Philippines. The title of the journal article is Learning Strategies that Forecast Success in Conquering English Language Learning Anxiety. Okay, next I'm going to explain about rationale. Language anxiety is a form of inhibition experienced by language users when they express their ideas to others or in public. Therefore, the researcher want to identify the causes of student anxiety. Okay, next we are moved to research objective. The aims of these studies is to identify the level and causes of study anxiety and the strategies they use in the context of English language learning or ELL. The next is literature review. Anxiety is a psychological construct that reflects a state of fear that is very closely connected to a concept or object. Anxiety comes in many forms that hinder the learning of ideas or the acquisition of skill. The anxiety is technically called second or foreign language learning anxiety. Second or foreign language learning anxiety is a subject feeling of stress, uneasiness, agitation, and doubt in learning a second or foreign language. This linguistic phenomenon points to the feeling of annoyance or apprehension of someone to learn a language other than his first. Okay, next we are moved to method. Design. The researcher used a descriptive correlation research design in this study. The descriptive research design was used to determine the respondent level and causes of language learning, anxiety, and their learning strategies. And next is site. The student was conducted in selected secondary school in Ilocos Norte Nueva Era, National High School, Uglis Integrated School, Adriano P. Arzadon National Senior High School, and Karasi National High School. Okay, the next is participant. This study involved grade 9 and 10 students, with students who are seen must meet the following conditions. First, bona fide student at the selected locale of the study. Second, member of an AP community. And third is were raised and schooled only in the municipalities on Nueva Era and Karasi, Ilocos North during their post-secondary education. Okay. Next is collection and data analysis. But I will explain data collection first. Data collection. The researcher used three data gathering tools. The first is the profile inventory form. Profile inventory form is the first part of the questionnaire data collection. Profile inventory form is the first part of the questionnaire, includes items that gather the profile of the respondent, name or optional, age and sex, and ethnic affiliation. Ethnic affiliation was asked to identify students who belong to an IP community. Second is Foreign Language Classroom Anxiety scale. It was used to measure the dimension of second or foreign language anxiety. Okay, third is Strategy Inventory for Language Learning, or SILM. It consists of 5 item grouped into 5 categories: Part A, or memory strategies; Part B, cognitive strategies; and Part C, compensation strategies; and Part D, metacognitive strategy; and Part A is socio-affective strategies. Okay, next is data analysis. To determine the student level of language learning anxiety, they rate the FLCAS using a 5-point interval, or from strongly agree to strongly disagree. Below is the rank used to make sense of the data. 33.00 until 59.49 is very high, and 59.50 until 85.89 is high, and 85.990 until 112 until 29 is moderate, and 112.30 until 138.669 is low, and then 138.70 until 165 until 00 is very low. Finding 1. This table shows of English language learning anxiety in the respondent. This table shows that grade 9 with an 88.67 FLCAS score experiences a moderate level of language learning anxiety. Grade 9 students of UIS experience a high anxiety level as reflected in their mean score of 82.02. 82.11. And the table also shows the FLCAS score of the grade 9 student is 93.46, like the grade 9 student. Grade 10 student experience a moderate level of language learning anxiety, which is lower than the mean score of the grade 9 student. Finding 2. The table shows that the English classroom anxiety 2.88 ranked first, followed by fear of negative evaluation anxiety is 2.72, and then test anxiety is 2.67, and test anxiety is 2.67, And communication apprehension anxiety is 2.67 respectively. Next is finding 3. This table shows that specifically the most used is the metacognitive strategies is 3.38 and followed by social strategies is 3.09 and memory strategy is 3.04 and then next is effective strategy is 3.00 and then cognitive strategy is 296 and the last is comprehension strategy is 2.94 2.94. Okay, and the last is conclusion. Based on the finding, teachers will try to reduce student learning anxiety level to maximum their learning potential. The causes of anxiety should be supported by qualitative data for more conclusive results. The causes of language anxiety should be identified directly by interviewing the respondent themselves and not relying solely on FLCAS results. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.